And what we're going to be doing in this session is just taking you through the real building blocks of the swing. And remember, whatever we say, there are fundamentals that all good players produce and repeat. Now, you can't really argue the fact that there is a body turn. You know, it's a turn back and through. We'll look at more detail at some other time, but basic body turn is the main engine of the swing. The other real movement that creates most of the energy is the kind of hinging and the unhinging of the wrists. The bit you don't see in TV, it all happens so quickly. So there's a hinge, we store that energy in the way down, and letting it go when it's really required, right down here. The third part, and this for me is the real key thing, is the control area. This is the bit where if we understand this, we can really stop thinking about all the positional stuff I still see so many players bogged down with as they're practicing, you know, trying to hit position 1 and position 2 and so on. Literally, for myself, if I set myself up, shoulders down, elbows together, and if I twist back, now, without having to check myself on camera or even in a mirror, I can actually feel that's the correct position. Wrong, wrong. And what it is, the bones here, the scapula, once they start to move around, we've got real problems with any kind of degree of consistency. And in trying to hit the ball from up here, you're using the power muscles, you know, the dreaded arms and shoulders. That kills any consistency we have at all. All the best players, they've set the depth of the triangle. And if I just turn back and forward, I'm going to hit the same spot every time at the same depth. It's when I try and add any muscle power, suddenly I'm pulling the club into a different orbit and out of position and so on, you know. So that's why, again, it becomes very difficult to hit the sweet spot consistently. So if I can eliminate all these extra movements, I've got a real chance of building a proper consistent swing. So now, just to show you something, if I was to start to just turn and then add a bit of wrists, let the momentum of the club hinge my wrists, then just start to just do the same, turn a bit more. Very easy to hit the ball, because I've done nothing up here. Remembering that the two basic moves, energy producing movements, the body turn and the wrist hinge. The third component, the control area, from the elbows up. And you see all the best players set up and impact. They're moving from here, nothing's happening up here. The higher up the handicap scale we go, what we tend to see is more and more movement from, as people come into the ball, trying to use the dreaded the shoulder muscles to try and hit the ball. It doesn't work. So in very simple terms, body turn, hand action, and the control area. And when we put those two together, we start to get that nice flowing swing. Just get that sense of rhythm, swinging the club head, back and through. No physical effort required. Relaxed muscles as opposed to you know, the dreaded force there. Try to give that everything from my shoulders, because what happened? Shortened the triangle, which in turn actually pulled my shoulders up, which lifted my head, completely missed it. Whereas if I can keep everything nice and quiet, relaxed, allowing the turning, the hinging, the storing, and the snap to do the work for me, suddenly the whole game becomes so much easier. And of course then we have to build this into our swing. So we're going to take you through the different exercises, the basic swing building exercises, and some ideas on how to practice and how to build this in as your new swing.